AirMaria. This is Friar Roderic here for AirMaria.com, and we're at Norwich, Connecticut at the abortion clinic, starting the 40 Days for Life campaign, prayer and fasting for the next 40 days. And we're here with Fr Angelo, starting the very first session of the vigil at the clinic. How's it going, Fr Angelo?
It's going good for midnight.
For midnight, yeah. We're trying to act very enthusiastic about this. It's a little rough, but we're offering it up. And so what's the schedule here? We have to do hour-and-a-half shifts, right?
Yeah, the friars here in the Norwich diocese are taking every night between Tuesday and Wednesday from midnight to 6. So the community is dividing it up into 4 shifts, hour-and-a-half each. Yeah.
So each week on basically Wednesday morning, early Wednesday morning, we're taking the first 6 hours.
Right. Right. So tonight we have 3 of us here for the first hour, but most of the hours we'll have two or three.
So what's the plan is at this point is to just pray in front of the clinic and in that way and abortion that way.
Right. It's a prayer vigil. It's not a protest or we're not here obviously in the middle of the night to counsel the girls, but we're here to pray and to offer our sacrifices. So it's 40 days of prayer and fasting. You know, the biblical figure of 40 days, not just a figure, but historical events in sacred history of the 40 days of rain, you know, with Noah, and the 40 days that our Lord spent in the desert. And it's, you know, we have 40 days of Lent in the Catholic Church. So here we are, 40 days of prayer and fasting to end abortion.
Yeah, so it's going to start here on the 26th of September and end November 4th, I believe.
Right. Yeah.
So it's going to be a long 6 weeks, basically, for us at this particular shift. So you brought your icon of St. Michael. Is this you're asking his intercession?
Oh, absolutely. St. Michael, the Archangel, very powerful protector, and we're in the midst of the novena in preparation for his feast day on the 29th. So we brought St. Michael along to protect us here at the clinic and to bring the heavenly host here to drive away the evil spirits that surely lurk in this building and bring us peace and healing from this terrible scourge of abortion.
Right, yeah, we need all the help we can get, and especially the saints and the archangels. You've been doing some blogs on the standing fast and the importance of nightly chivalry and the importance of fathers in the world for purity in the family, and sort of abortion is the way out for fathers these days. So this is very important to you, this whole end of abortion, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just the sin and then the pain and suffering that's caused to and death to the unborn children and to the mothers is enough for us to be here. But there is a sense in which abortion and birth control, and especially abortion, has become a way for women to you know, the feminists have proposed abortion as a means of throwing off the yoke, so to speak, that they don't need to be dependent on men. And the one way in which women are very vulnerable to men is the fact that they can become pregnant. Birth control and abortion has been an essential part of the feminists' plan to throw off the yoke of marriage and any kind of dependence on men. And of course there are some reasons, some very legitimate reasons why women have felt abused by men, so it's time for men to stand up and be fathers, you know. And the thing, though, that abortion doesn't make men more responsible, it makes them less responsible. It is a way out. You know, the big problem with men is dereliction of duty and abandonment of their families. That's one of the major problems, and abortion just makes that so much easier. Right. So yeah, we're asking fathers to stand up and be counted, to return to their families, you know, to be faithful to their wives, and respect their wives, to recognize that women are the sanctuary of life, and motherhood is a wonderful vocation, and so is fatherhood, and they should consider that vocation before everything else. If they're going to get married, or if they're going to seek a relationship with a woman, do the honorable thing and be a man, be a father, be a husband.
And this also fits with the Our Lady of America devotion that we're promoting, that she stands for purity and calling us to be promoters of purity in the world as Americans.
Absolutely, yeah. Abortion and birth control is the result of impurity, certainly, and in our country we've become the purveyors of impurity through our culture and through the media in a particular way. And in the 1950s, Our Lady came and asked us to do exactly the opposite. And because we haven't done that, because we haven't been purveyors of purity, we have the terrible problems that we have now. You know, the breakup of the family and women feeling the need to have abortions and all the rest of the social ills that we're experiencing. So, you know, everything is tied really to purity and the respect of men and women for each other. You know, everything goes back to that, right. And the respect for God's law. Right. Ultimately, if we move away from a pure life, then all these other things become necessary. Abortion becomes ultimately necessary, and in fact, Supreme Court has ruled that abortion is necessary because birth control fails, and birth control is necessary because we don't control ourselves.
Right. So it's one big circle and one very difficult pickle we're in. So we do need our the help of St. Michael and Our Lady. Thank you very much, Father.
You're welcome, Fr.
Yes. So here we are at the abortion clinic, and we're going to do a long campaign here, and it's a nationwide campaign, so it's very exciting. Many denominations are involved, and so across the nation tonight at this hour, people are starting the 40 days of fast and prayer. Please join us in your prayers, and God bless you. Ave Maria.